Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Sly, and I want to talk about Deebo Samuel going on an interview with Kay this morning, and to me, it was really intriguing seeing this, that he was able, and he actually, you could tell in his eyes that this guy was passionate about his quarterback and about the 49ers. If you haven't seen it, let's check this out real quick.
Cam Newton also tweeted a couple ha ha ha, I told you so kind of emojis, I think.
First of all, Cam Newton,
What do you
stop
make of
texting my
that?
phone, bro. You was a fan like 2 weeks ago. Like, that's mad crazy. Like, you wanted me on your podcast after talking about my quarterback, which is funny to me. But anyway, back to this Michael Parsons story. Like, bro, we beat you 42 to like whatever the score may be. Like a long time ago. Like, I don't get why he's so bothered about what we got going on over here, whatever the case may be.
I
And
mean, I think
I don't understand, like, you saying like you can be a quarterback in this offense. Like, I don't understand where you going with that.
yeah, I don't know. They got a big game and an awful loss. It doesn't make sense, but
And they just
he
lost two
thinks
straight.
he could.
So pretty much, Deebo Samuel defending Brock Purdy from everyone that's coming after him. Micah Parsons, we saw what he said. Cam Newton, he really has a grudge with Cam Newton, and you can see the passion in his eyes. Some people calling him, soft and all that in the comments, but to me, it just shows that he's all in on Brock Purdy. We got kicked in the mouth. There's no question about that. So people are like, "Oh, look at me, so salty, so pissed." But nah, man, he's bummed that we lost the game, and it hurts. But it's not the end of the season. Thank goodness that was not the last game of the season. It wasn't the playoffs. It wasn't the Super Bowl. And these haters they're coming. I said this in the last video. They're coming. They're coming hard. They want this kid, Purdy, to fall. And Cam Newton, I'll be honest with you, I've never been a fan of Cam Newton at all. And I used to own a website, NFL News 24 back in the day. And my first article I did was on Cam Newton in the Super Bowl. It was an interview by the great late Dwight Clark. And Dwight Clark, after the game, he was on CSN Bay Area, and he pretty much was ripping Cam Newton to shreds about him, being soft, man, about him not going to get the fumble and just letting it slide, and then how he acted like a little punk ass after the game in the Super Bowl, where he just walked off because he was so mad that they lost the Super Bowl. And Dwight Clark was like, "Yo, they stopped your ass," and he was just going off, and I loved it, man. So I was taking quotes what he was saying, and I was just like, "Oh man, I love Dwight Clark. Rest in peace, man." But that's the Cam Newton that I remember. So that's the Cam Newton that I've always, kind of rolled my eyes with. And I know Flo has been a big fan, but I don't get it myself. But so Deebo Samuel was going after Cam, like, "I'm not going on your damn podcast," and stop texting me. It was pretty awesome hearing that. And Micah Parsons, we saw that what he said, pretty much just saying he's a one-trick pony, or he just doesn't know how to read, which, like I said, doesn't make sense because um, we worked the Cowboys. We absolutely destroyed the Cowboys. But I want to go on and talk about why you think this is good, though, that he's out there defending his quarterback and whatnot. After the game, I don't think anyone, hearing all the interviews, lost trust in Brock Purdy. Maybe the media, they're on their own separate agenda, saying, "Oh, who knows if it's time." It was just weird stuff we were hearing from the media. But I'm telling you why I'm encouraged, though. After the game, who was it? Kittle talked about, "Hey, it's just fluky ass plays, bouncing balls, bouncing up in the air and all this stuff. I turn around and Brock's making a tackle. He's just weird plays." Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, the same thing. Chris McCaffrey. When I knew where a team kind of gave up and it was over, was actually when Colin Kaepernick, who remembers that game when he threw 4 interceptions against the Cardinals? I believe 2 of those were pick sixes that game. I remember watching CSN Bay Area after the game and seeing the defeat on these receivers' faces, man. Like, yeah, like this season's over. Like, you knew right away when you could see hear the voices, they knew it was done. And that was pretty much the end of the run that we, supposedly had. And yeah, you could tell that the receivers were like, all right, it's over, man. We're done. But with these guys right here, like they still 100% have Brock Purdy's back. And I think that's huge, man. It's huge. And me personally, I think everything that happened this week, and I'm not a fanboy, I'll tell you right now. If I see it, I'm gonna say, hey man, this team's done. And I say that all the time almost. But I think that this team's gonna win the damn Super Bowl. I really feel that way. There's so much bulletin board material going out this week after the loss. Now, last week I didn't make a video about Hamilton. A lot of people made videos on the Hamilton, how he said, oh, the Niners, I don't respect anybody. But that's not what he said. What did he say? He said that, but then he was laughing after and said, oh, Messi and whatever. So people took that out of context. However, there was something after the game that is bulletin board material. You saw what happened with Odell Beckham after the game. They were busting the 49ers song, Tony Montana. And for those of you who don't know, that was our theme song back in the day, about 2013. And we still play it to this day at games all the time, Tony Montana. That's like the Niners theme song, man. Tony Montana, that year actually came out, the song, excuse me. The rapper came out and sang that song. And he had the Niner gear and all that stuff. Who was it? Damn, I can't even remember the rapper's name. Gosh, I don't know. But that's like the Niners song. So they're playing that in the Ravens locker room like they won the damn Super Bowl. They have Deebo's jersey, man, and they're throwing that crap on the ground. Beckham and just dancing all over. That right there, that's bulletin board material, man. Because guess what? You guys knocked us out. You guys knocked us out bad. It was like when the first Black Panther movie, if you guys ever seen that. I know Nick Bosa hasn't. You guys got that joke, all right? I'm just joking. I love Bosa. But that first Black Panther movie where it was T'Challa gets his ass kicked, that first fight, man, just gets worked, gets thrown into the river. That was the 49ers, man. We got thrown into the damn river. But the only problem is they didn't kill us, man. They didn't kill us. And I'm so encouraged because we made so many mistakes with the 5 turnovers, only running the ball 18 times when we're averaging over 7 yards a pop, especially on that left side. A lot of our guys weren't in. Armstead obviously was out, and when Kinlaw and Givens are in, that's kind of rough. We brought in a new guy, which I feel that's going to be an upgrade from those guys. So there's a lot of things that I see right now. It's positive, man. It's really positive. So if we get them back, if we run it back, I feel the Niners, I think we're going to take it, man. I really do. I think we are the better team, not only on paper, but just on the field. We averaged more damn yards a play against these guys. We had more yards, almost 80 plus more yards. Again, I'm not someone that's making excuses. Congratulations to what they did because they deserve that win. But this team right here, I think I know this team could beat them. And I know right now they're down and out, but this team has to get ready for Sunday. Because win these next 2 games, get that first round bye, and all you have to do is win 2 games to get to the damn Super Bowl. And this team has the talent. And the fact that they're not bailing on their quarterback, saying weird stuff to the media, it was just one fluky game, in my opinion. It was one fluky game. And this team right here has a talent. It has a talent in John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan. The fact that they're out there getting players, and still now, knowing that there's still weaknesses out there, you got to respect that. And we'll see what happens this week, but I like what I see out of these players. I like how they're coming to the defense of Brock Purdy, who's just getting he's getting ripped right now. But as long as his team stays together and gets rid of that what the media's saying, because the media right now, most of them, not all of them, but most, especially on Fox Sports, oh man, they're waiting for the wheels to come off. They're waiting so they can say, I told you so. I told you he was too small. We told you during the draft evaluation why he was the last pick in the draft. But season ain't over. Still number 1 seed. Still control their own destiny. Still a very talented team. Still had more damn yards in this team, the Ravens. And we'll meet them again. I think we will. Honestly, I don't even know if the Ravens... I don't want to go there. But yeah, that's what I got. Make sure to like this video, comment. Let me know what you think about this whole Deebo situation. And talk to you next time. Peace.